Hey guys, welcome. So today I am going to teach you how to do something really cool. This is one of my favorite things to do with resin. So I love the look of stained glass. I've never tried to actually make anything with stained glass, but I think the look is just so beautiful. Well, this is a way you can have like a stained glass kind of look, but using resin. And so we've got our little leaf earrings here, or leaf charms, which I'm going to make into earrings. But you can see they're open basil, so they're open back. So, and what we're going to do is I want to do each leaf like a different color, kind of cascading. So we're going to start out with the like kind of a purple, and then a really deep orange, and then kind of a light orange, and then almost like a honey yellow, and then a really, really pretty light yellow. So those are going to be our colors that we're going to be working with today. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to put just a little bit of resin in each of these cups to mix the colors with. We don't need that much because we're just filling in one little leaf each. So we're just going to put a little bit in each cup. Just a little bit, enough to mix with some color and get into the leaves. And I'm using a toothpick, or toothpicks I should say, with this project, because to get the color into the leaf without getting it on the metal, it takes a little bit extra. So we're just going to start out and we're going to put one drop of color in each. Well, I'm going to do two actually for that one. You can do one, two, it doesn't matter. It just depends what look you're going for. But I'm going to do them as I'm graduating them. So I'm going to do 2 drops in each thing just to make sure it's really pretty. All right, you can see the colors there, super pretty. We're just going to give each of these a little stir. And it doesn't matter if it mixes all the way, because it kind of looks neat if it's not completely mixed and it has kind of a little marbling effect. That's pretty too. And you can really do this with anything that has an open back like this. I've got little flowers that I make that I'll do the same kind of thing with. All right, so now we're going to take a little piece of resin tape and we're going to go ahead and pop these on here. Push them down real good, make sure there's no leaky areas. So we're just going to push those down really good, make sure the tape is really sticking to the back of those. There we go. Now we're going to start with this kind of pink. And I'm just going to drop it into there. You're probably going to have a little bubbles. We'll take care of those in a little bit, so. And then we're going to move on. Set that one out of the way. It wants to stick to me. To this orange. Now you see why we use a toothpick. It's just kind of delicate work. There we go. A lighter orange. This really pretty yellow. And then last, this really light kind of lemony yellow. And you just need a tiny little bit for this one because the sleeve's a little small. Okay, so now we're going to want to do is take a clean toothpick and just kind of make sure there's no air bubbles, or kind of bring them to the surface. If there is, like, see there's some right here. Just going to push those around a little bit. And then we're going to take a lighter, a little flame torch here, and we're just gonna get rid of those bubbles. All right, now it's time to cure. So we're gonna get our UV lamp and we're gonna set this for 2 minutes. All right. So, they look like. That's super pretty. We're gonna take them off this blue paper so you can really see the colors. All right, so we're gonna peel these off, and we're gonna let them cure on the back side as well, because it looks like there's a little bit of resin that's still on there. So we're just gonna pop these under here for a minute. All right, let's see how those look. Super cute. Get a little white background so you can see without the other colors. One thing that's always super important to remember as well when you're working with, when you add color to resin, is that, so the way that resin works, the way that the UV light works with resin, is that the UV light shines through the resin, and that's what gives it the ability to cure it when the resin's clear. Anytime you add anything to the resin that's going to change it being clear, it probably is going to take a little bit longer to cure, because the UV light's going to have to work just a little bit harder to get through the resin, because you've added another layer to it. So it's got to work a little bit harder to get through that resin. Give me 1 minute and we're going to show you how this looks like on a white background. There we go. That's how it looks. You can see all the colors. And now to make these earrings, we're just going to take and add an earring hook. So we're just going to take our flat nose pliers, and I've got some earring hooks right here. So we're just going to open this little part right there. We're going to slip, I'm going to slip this on here, and we're going to close that back up. And I'm going to do the same with the other leaf. Just pop that open, slip this on here, and close that back up. How cute are those?